to have the best possible care. So whatever it takes,
I fucking did that. Yeah, this is it's the beginnings of a new setup. You only see what you can see, but it looks a lot different here. Yeah, it's just a bunch of doors slapped together, really, but it's starting to look rad. Man, random story. I don't know why, but I low-key shit myself like 38 minutes ago. I've been hydrating hard lately. Like, I went from drinking no water to like 3 liters a day. Anyway, I was pretty chill on the couch and I thought I'd rip a fart, and just the like littlest touch of liquid come out, and I was like, no, and managed to pass the baby off and make my way to sort myself out, and just like the littlest like sliver of it had gotten to my shorts. And when I'm at home, I don't want to be wearing underwear. I'll just rock the shorts, go commando. But God damn it, yeah, I've never had that happen before. And I was like, shame. But now I'm like, now I'm saying it, oh well, whatever. You ever had that happen? Drank too much liquid and accidental did that? Yeah, I was like, oh my God, is this what old people feel like? Is that old people speak? Man, so I was watching Police Academy the other day. You ever seen that movie? You ever seen that, Bradley?
I think so.
It's like a movie from the 80s, and essentially the plot of it is the police force have gotten rid of all their kind of size, height, race, education requirements. Like, anybody can apply to be a cop, and as long as you meet like the criteria of this like program, you're good. And so they just get all these loose units show up. But it's about this main guy, Mahoney, and he's I think his old man was a cop, and his partner was his dad was. Anyway, he gets arrested and he gets pulled in by this cop, and he's like, your father was my partner, I'm going to look out for you, or whatever. And he's like, look, either you're going to go to jail, because he like yeets this dude's car. He works at a parking garage, and he yeets this dude's car and fucks it up. And so he goes to see the police chief, and he's like, look, Mahoney, you can go to jail or you can go to police academy. Anyway, he gets to police academy, and he's just constantly trying to get kicked out. Like, from the second he gets there, like, he's accosting women, he's breaking all the rules, like he's cracking wise with the commandant. And anyways, as it goes on, I took some notes while watching the movie, because I was like, fuck, I forgot how good this was, but how like it gets kind of fucked up in parts. So there's these two lads, and one of them's like a Nazi, and the other one's just like a douche, and they become the commandant's favorites. And so he's like, yo, I want you to get dirt on Mahoney for me, because I want to get him kicked out. And like, try as he might, like, it's just impossible to get this guy kicked out, and he's trying really hard. Like, he's a naughty boy. And excuse me. I gotta remember to breathe a bit too. I feel like I'm holding my breath a bit. But yeah, so these lads, they're trying to get dirt on Mahoney with the commandant, and there's this dude Barbara, and the whole thing is he's a fat dude named Barbara. They asked Barbara like where the staff party is gonna be when they all get the weekend off, and Barbara asks Mahoney, but he's like, oh, I'm not gonna go, but there's just people who want to know. And he's like, oh, yo, and he sends him off to a gay bar, the Blue Oyster Bar. Anyway, they go there and they have a central night with like men, and meanwhile, like the rest of the gang are having a beach party, and like even the weird dude gets laid, like, and anyway, so they get back at Barbara by sending a prostitute to his room, and so he's like, Mahoney, can you help me, please? And he's like, okay. So he takes the prostitute, and they end up in the hall, where they give like speeches and stuff. And all this is happening, like the main commandant is like leading a tour through the school, for like some editorial, and he goes up to the podium where, what's his name? Mahoney, and I'm butchering this story, I just like... I don't know what I'm doing right now. Where am I? I completely was talking and lost my train of thought. Do you ever get that? Do you get that, Bradley? Is that just me?
It's not just you.
Alright, sure. Validation. Anyway. Oh yeah, so Mahoney, he hides his prostitute under the podium, and old mate goes up there to give a speech. The commandant goes up there to give a speech to, these people and show a slideshow, and he gets the lights turned down, and all of a sudden there's an unzip, and this prostitute's decided, like, I think Mahoney even said, like, oh, your client's coming soon, but like, just chill. But anyway, she ends up sucking this old guy's dick, and he like manages to like get through the speech barely, but anyway, lights come up afterward, and everyone's leaving. He's walking away. He's managed somehow to get away with it, and just out of curiosity, he turns back. But right at the time that Mahoney puts his head out to see if the coast is clear, and there's this genuine moment where like the commandant realizes that he was just raped by Mahoney, or like so he thinks. and Mahoney's like, that was a good speech, sir. And like, that was another thing in that movie. Was it Steve Guttenberg? Man, his timing and his cadence, they like complemented the film so well. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Hey, just the way he'd say things, he just hit all his marks, like in a comedic sense. But yeah. Anyway, the commandant drives back. He's just driving into a bush because he's so disturbed, and he runs upstairs and he finds this lieutenant who's been like, he's the one who's been sending those two goons to try and get Mahoney, and yeah, he goes up to him. He's like, "What are we gonna do about Mahoney?" And old mate's like, the lieutenant's like, "What's he done?" And he's just like stands there. He's like, he don't know what to say. Oh, Mahoney. But then like the next scene, they're out in the town. Like there's something going. They're having a chase or something, and the lieutenant ends up. At the end of the chase, he gets launched off this ramp and his head goes up a horse's ass. And like as a gag, like it was just so out of pocket, I completely forgot that even happened in the movie, And then it's him afterward and he's got the slicked back hair, like and there's that one guy in the movie, I think Michael Winslow. And his whole arc in the movie is like he's the guy who makes weird noises, but it's oddly helpful. Like he can make a machine gun sound with his mouth, and he can like imitate a radio sound. Like so, he'd like pretend to be the radio calling an officer like to go somewhere. That was his whole thing, and as far as I'm aware, he did like all of the Police Academy movies, or like 30 of them, and now it's just known as the dude who can make like 1,000 different noises with his face. Oh yeah, and then Mahoney gets kicked out at the end finally. And at this point, it doesn't feel legal, like, because they tried everything before that, but somehow he managed to get kicked out this time. And a riot breaks out. Oh, that's right. And there's this whole scene where, so Mahoney's he teaches, this is the bro Hightower, and he's like 7 foot black dude. And just stacked, and they make it really obvious through the whole movie that he's like the strongest guy, but he's just chill. Like he didn't complain, he just does it. But like he'll pull the rope off the ceiling, or he'll rip the seats like clean out of a car. But there's like the driving test scene, and this one girl's driving, this young black girl, and one of the 2 bad guys, the racist one, she runs over his foot and he like slurs her out. And then Hightower's like, no, ain't having that. And like flips the dude while he's in the car, and so he gets kicked out. But so anyway, when the riot's happening, like Mahoney sneaks in. This is the one time, like he's trying to get kicked out the whole time. Finally he gets kicked out and he's like, nah, fuck you, I'm coming. And then they find Hightower he works as a florist, and they pull him out, and then and then at the end they all get like awarded they all graduate somehow. They're all a bunch of losers and they all graduate. And man, like the way they used to make some like film and TV is so experimental, like with the content. Like, let's run this joke, see how that pans out. And it's fine, like, but I don't know, I guess with time you look at things with a different lens. Yeah, but that was alright. If you ain't seen it, you should watch it. But just the first one, I think there's 7 of them, and the rest are pretty average. But, no, that one's good. Let me know if the sound quality is better with how we got this set up now. What else is good? I had some notes I was going through earlier, and so I was fucking around with like some AI shit the other day, because not that I want to figure it out, but if it's gonna like slowly dominate our lives and run the world, like I want to, I guess, understand how it works. And so I just got this I got this app that you just type shit into and it generates it. But I had this concept generated, and I was kind of adding to it, and some of it, like the AI was editing. But yeah, once it was done, the AI like couldn't compute it. It was like, nah. But what I got written down is, in a surreal twist, a tranquil golf tournament erupts as a man confronts a tiger on the green. The crowd gasps, eyes wide with disbelief, as the announcer's calm voice narrates the chaos with chilling detachment. The man's bare hands fly through the air, grappling with the majestic beast. A scene of raw courage unfolding amidst the manicured lawns, leaving onlookers frozen in horror. The man is a tiger. The man is the tiger. He rips apart the patrons. He starts dancing like Usher. The night comes, and Tiger Man erupts into flames. He's hungry for cigarettes. A wizard appears and gives Tiger Man a sweet hoon on his long pipe. He's a gnarly motherfucker. The wizard explodes into a pile of macaroni. Tiger Man picks up his golf club and wonders, what have I become? And AI didn't fuck with that, eh? It was like, what? And I'm a bit like, what? And I couldn't say, really. I could not say. Oh. Yeah, now this is dumb because I'm just scrolling on my phone, eh? But I'm actually looking for a note that I wrote earlier. But fuck that, I'm just gonna, no. I guess while I'm trying to figure this out, I'm trying to figure out how to do it, too. And seeing as I'm like not getting too many views, I guess it is completely experimental. So if someone watches this, good on you. But know that this is just the beginning stages of conquering the internet. It'd also be cool to have someone to rap with. Like, I will have guests, but right now I gotta I guess because I've committed to doing this consistently. Consistency is key, eh? Like, if you want to be good at something, you got to be consistent. And it is going to be slow because, I'm only pumping this out like once, maybe twice a week. Or just trying to be in this environment. But, yeah, consistency is key for everything, eh? Like, if you want to do something, you just do it. Like, even if you suck at it, just do it if you want to do it. I was talking to the bro, Eve, the other day, and he was saying that he's like wants to get into, I guess, like branding and like making like brands for, or like logos and stuff for brands, and doing all that kind of design stuff. And I was like, bro, just do it. Like, what's stopping you? Even if that looks like you just with a pencil and a piece of paper, like drawing it up, that's the first step. And then you can go from there, be like, all right, well, now I want to figure out how to pretty it up and then, maybe turn that into a stencil that goes on a shirt or whatever, or on the front of someone's shop. I think it is real hard right now, but I think that because it's hard, that's when you got to focus the most on like I feel like previous generations have had the luxury of being able to complain about, we've got it so hard and blah, blah, blah. But like, real talk, we do have it hard right now. But also, like, sitting around complaining about it ain't going to do nothing. Like, it's the time for mahi for everyone, eh? Like you got to work for what you want, and if you want it and you're hungry for it, you're going to get it. But, man, I've lived that for a lot of my time, like, just wishing, like, to find that outlet, that thing that fills my cup up, and just not dedicating enough time to it, and seeing what happens. Like, I guess actively watching a skill deteriorate. And I had that, I kind of humbled myself the other day. I'll be embarrassed if Bradley's watched it back, but I recorded this video myself. I just had this thought. I was like, because I used to love singing and like playing guitar and stuff, but I never play guitar anymore. And the only time I really sing is in the car. But like now I get real shy. Like I just can't do it. And I like kind of like hype myself up. I was like, come on, like fuck it, just do it. And so I sat down and yes, I just started playing, and then I was just like, I just kept saying to myself, like, you don't have to post anything. Like, you're just recording this, for yourself. Like, you're not committed to anything. Like, what are you nervous about? Anyway, so I just started, like, singing some stuff, like, some of it, like, in some weird voices and just trying to find my confidence with it. And I watched it back after, and I felt like It felt like watching one of those real cringe videos on the internet. Like, you see someone else do it and you're like, oh, shame. But then it was me. Oh, no. I messaged Tay and I was like, yo, oh, no. I can't even, I was so embarrassed. Like, I thought I was the man too, I sat down, I was like, yeah, like, in my vibe. I watched it back and I was like, bro, you're terrible. You used to be way better. But that's it, consistency. I ain't been consistent with it. I used to play like 2 hours a day. And, shit, yeah, no. I got them here though. Yeah, it's time. Maybe I'll bust it out on the pod one time. I'll just like slap some bass. Not tonight though. Yo, I watched that interview with Kanye today. Fucking hell, he's at the gate, Like, just that whole and the commitment to the bit too. Like, he's got the clan hood on, but the whole time he's like having trouble breathing and like talking through it. But he's got so much to say, and he's genuinely, like, part of me can see like a little bit, like some of the things he's saying, where he's coming from, but some of it he's like at one point he's just like, I'm evil. And then like just pause for ages, and then the bro interviewing him was like, and then Kanye's like, I'm evil. Yeah. He's just, hey, like, not to make the comparison, I say the same about him as I would say about my son. Like, he's just figuring it out. Like, but he's not doing it in a healthy way. But just like us all, he's just figuring it out. And imagine being that famous and having that much of a ego, like, just boost of everyone, thinking you're the man until you become the enemy, and then relishing being the enemy, like. And he's just dark on everyone. He spent the whole interview just being like, fuck these motherfuckers, fuck this motherfucker, fuck this motherfucker. He called everyone a faggot. Oh no. Yeah, apologies for using that word. It was in context. Whatever that means. I don't get it, I get it. Like, you just don't say certain words because it's upsetting for people. But words have the power you give them, And I was watching the Could Have Been Records auditions, and this white dude comes in and he keeps saying the N-word. But the way he was saying it and the way he expressed it to Drewski, like, he almost gave him the pass, because he was like, look, where I'm from, like, this is how we use that word, this is how my people have been oppressed. Like, not saying that it's okay, but he had a compelling argument. But that's it, Words have the power that you give them. And for that guy in that moment, like, he uses that word because he loves that word, and I think a lot of black people love that word too, but they also hate it. Like, they're tethered to it, but they've reclaimed it. It's an interesting history, and I don't think there's any other word quite like it that has that sort of history. It's almost like if the word cunt got repurposed as like a universal word, but only for I don't know, it's not like that. There's nothing like it. You can't. There's no comparison. But yeah, because like all words have different histories, eh? And depending on their history, like even the word voodoo, you know, like that has all of its own histories. But you hear that word and you think of a certain thing, or you feel a certain way, maybe. But then there's other words like porcupine that could like emote a bunch of different things in a bunch of different people. So, I don't know. Yeah, bad words are interesting. But I guess it's kind of like bad words are like drugs, eh? Like enjoy the ones in your level, but you know the ones that you can't use, stay away from. Eh? Like the N word and all that. It's kind of like the heroin or the crack of drugs. It's like stay away from that one, but like the rest are cool. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know what's new in the world. I haven't been checking out the news lately. Yeah. I don't feel like there's, I don't know. Let me know if there's anything I should know about. What's happening in your town? Alright, well, have a good night, and I'll see you next time.